Close your eyes. Now imagine waking up in a completely different world. This time, you're not watching the story, you're living it. Okay, so picture this. You hear the distant wail of sirens. Huge skyscrapers are looming right over you in this city that literally never sleeps. You're just a completely ordinary person, but you're about to step into an absolutely extraordinary reality.
It all kicks off on a night you are never going to forget. You're just, taking a quick shortcut through this dark, damp alleyway, right? Suddenly, a brutal fight spills out of nowhere, right in front of you. And there he is, a masked figure in red and blue, and he is getting violently pinned down by this massive villain who's at least twice his size. I mean, the odds? They are not looking good for our guy.
Everyone else around you, they are running for their lives, totally panicking. But you, for some reason, you don't. You spot this loose metal pipe just sitting there on the wet pavement. Acting on pure, crazy instinct, you grab it and hurl it straight at the bad guy. And guess what? It works. It's just enough of a distraction to break the villain's focus, giving the hero that one split-second window he needs to break free and completely turn the tide.
The dust finally settles. The villain retreats into the shadows. The hero looks over at you. His chest is heaving. He's totally breathless from this unbelievably close call. He stares at you for a long second, and then he just says, "That was either really brave or really stupid." And honestly, still riding that insane adrenaline rush, you're kind of not sure which one it was either.
But wow, that single split-second decision in the alleyway, it changes literally everything. Because over the next few weeks, the hero actually starts showing up. Just out of nowhere, when you least expect it, he's checking in on you. It's like he's watching, testing the waters to figure out, was that night just some incredibly lucky fluke, or is there something truly real inside of you just waiting to be tapped into? So, you learn pretty quickly that helping Spider-Man doesn't mean suddenly getting superpowers. Oh no, it means learning how to be incredibly useful without them. You dive into this relentless training routine. I'm talking memorizing rapid-fire police scanner codes so you can track crime in real time. You figure out the absolute fastest, most efficient rooftop routes on foot. And the coolest part? You come up with a secret signal. Just a specific, rapid flash of your phone's flashlight aimed straight up at the night sky. A silent scream that says, "Hey, I need you, right now." But listen, the real test, it comes way faster than you're ready for. A new, terrifyingly cold and calculated villain surfaces in the city. And this guy is different. He's specifically targeting innocent civilians, and his entire vicious purpose is to draw Spider-Man out into a deadly, inescapable trap. And of course, you happen to be right there when the trap is sprung. Instantly, you're caught in the deafening chaos of a literal collapsing building. The ground is shaking beneath you, concrete is fracturing, absolute panic is setting in everywhere. You look up, desperately waiting to see that familiar red and blue blur. But for the very first time since you stepped into this crazy world, he's not there to save you. You are completely on your own. Okay, you have to think. Fast. You push through that overwhelming wave of panic and rely entirely on your memory and all that training. You visualize every single rooftop route, every structural shortcut he ever pointed out to you, and you use them. But wait, you're not using them to fight the villain, you're using them to get people out. You're navigating this crumbling architecture to find the fastest, safest escape paths for all the trapped civilians around you.
It gets intense. You find yourself straining with literally every ounce of strength you have, physically pulling a terrified child out from underneath this groaning, massive fallen beam. The building is basically tearing itself apart around you. Dust is completely choking the air, but you do not stop. You don't freeze up. You act.
By the time Spider-Man finally swings onto the scene, the whole situation has shifted. He drops in, bracing himself for an absolute disaster. But then, he stops. He just silently takes in the scene. He looks around at this group of terrified, yet completely safe people that you've already pulled from the wreckage. Then, he looks at you, covered in dust, totally exhausted. He doesn't say a single word at first. He doesn't even have to. The respect between the two of you right there, it is so palpable.
But don't relax just yet, because the night is far from over. The final battle against the villain violently kicks off, and it is chaotic. Spider-Man engages the enemy in this desperate, high-speed fight across the remaining structure of the building. It's just a terrifying blur of motion, bone-crunching impacts, and raw power. You can see it's taking every single ounce of the hero's strength and agility just to stay alive.
Meanwhile, from your spot on the sidelines, you're watching everything like a hawk. And that's exactly when you spot it, the hidden flaw in the villain's grand plan that absolutely nobody else, not even Spider-Man, has noticed. Tucked away in the shadows is a hidden explosive device, meticulously placed and clearly meant to bring the entire remaining structure crashing down on top of everyone.
You know you don't have a second to hesitate. You use everything you've learned. You hit him with a signal, getting that urgent, precise message to Spider-Man, desperately directing his attention away from the brawl and toward the real threat. And you do it right in the nick of time. He webs it up and disarms the destruction, literally mere seconds before it's too late.
When the dust finally actually clears, and the villain is subdued, you find yourself standing with him on a quiet rooftop. The beautiful glow of the city lights is just stretching out below the two of you. He turns to you, the adrenaline finally fading, and says the exact words you've been waiting to hear since that very first night in the alleyway. I couldn't have done that without you.
Think about that for a second. There were no superpowers involved here. No radioactive spider bite, no magical destiny. It was just your raw courage, your impeccable timing, and your absolute refusal to run away when everyone else did. Because that is what it truly means to be a sidekick. To stand beside a hero, not because you were chosen by some grand fate, but simply because you made the choice to stay.
So, it makes you wonder, right? Do you think you'd have the courage to do the exact same thing? To stand beside a hero without any powers of your own and face down the danger anyway? I'd love to know what you guys think, so comment down below. And while you're at it, tell me which fictional world you want to step into next. Until next time, keep that courage with you.